It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. We're just moments away from the action under the lights on Monday night.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did, pick up the first down. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a toss, right side. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The home team's offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's inside the 40. And he is gone. 73 yards. It's a touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. They motion a receiver right. On 2nd down, they'll run. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. And he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try to run.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. Result is a first down.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind you.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Throwing right, it's taken in. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors are back within 1. It's 7-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And his guys will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off, and he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that will get them back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. This one complete right side.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Back to the air one more time. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. They'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That one is good. And his guys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Slot man in motion right. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. We're all set to kick this one away. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now faking the give. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the visitors are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have enough there for the 1st down. Take it up to the 43-yard line. They motion the slot man left. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. First and 10. Back to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll try to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. And he's into the end zone. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The kick is good. Fix the score. Visitors 20. Our home team 17.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll stay on the ground. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It's 3rd and 7.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors up. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
A gain of 12. Results in a first down.
Now a give on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's first down, and they'll run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll run on 2nd down.
The running back again, the ball carrier.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.